rock and roll. This spot by to break your soul right open wide. It's such a ride. Take away my body, take away my body. Give me back my R&B, give me back my, give me back my. Operator, operator, we've been dying on the dance floor. We've been dying on the dance floor. Sooner or later, you'll be getting what you came for. You'll be getting what you came for. Operator, operator, there's an iron in the air, bow tie. It's a kiss out of heaven, just a piece to remain when you I'm an agent by trade. I'm a vandal at heart. I find the weakest piece and pull it all apart. I've been on every side. You know they're all the same. You recognize my face, but you don't know my name. Sabotage. You wanna get into the entourage. You gotta use a little camouflage. If you wanna break into the scene, oh yeah, sabotage. You take a hammer to the fuselage. You wish them all a little bon voyage. And you never say a thing, oh yeah, sabotage. And when they're firing up a grand barrage, you disappear into a thin mirage. I'm right in front of your eyes. I'm living under your nose. But you don't know I'm there until the bomber blows. I wear a hat and a coat. I wear a suit and a tie. I'm looking just like you, and you pass me right by. Sabotage. You wanna get into the entourage. You gotta use a little camouflage. If you wanna break into the scene, oh yeah, sabotage. You take a hammer to the fuselage. You wish them all a little bon voyage. And you never say a thing, oh yeah, sabotage. And when they're firing up a grand barrage, you disappear into a thin mirage. Sabotage. You wanna get into the entourage. You gotta use a little camouflage. If you wanna break into the scene, oh yeah, sabotage. You take a hammer to the fuselage. You wish them all a little bon voyage. And you never say a thing, oh yeah, sabotage. And when they're firing up a grand barrage, you disappear into a thin mirage. Oh, don't you hold me down. I don't wanna stay. Your walls won't contain me.
Hello?
I always get away.
Hello?
Think you know it all.
The problem with playing music that I like a lot, like this, and that is very sing-alongable
Until it goes
for the
down.
intro,
Sabotage.
is that I want to listen to it.
The entourage. You gotta use a little camouflage. If you wanna break into the scene, oh yeah, sabotage. You take a hammer to the fuselage. You wish them all a little
I just want to enjoy the funny music.
and you never say a
Who needs a stream? I could just sit here and listen to Bowman all night.
And when they're firing up a grand barrage, you disappear into a thin mirage, mirage. Yeah, 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 yeah. Sabotage.
I'm gonna let this one wrap up. It's like 30 more seconds. Hello. Hi. The Long Paul. Paul McCartney. I don't know why I'm making so many jokes about the Beatles lately. Hello. It's me. Um maybe I should ask Bowman's permission to use his music on streams, but I've asked him like years and years ago and he didn't mind in the past, so I don't know. Has been a time for the Beatles in the mind? Yeah, I haven't listened to a lot of the Beatles lately, but I do like a Beatle once in a while. Friends, enemies, past romantic partners, and future nemesis. Welcome to the long haul. It's a celebration of simulation. We're playing. My name's Shiv Rose. I skipped that part. We're playing Power Wash Simulator again because I need a chill game. Because I am the chronic pain haver, and I am in pain, and I'm tired, and I'm hurt, and I'm tired and hurt. So we're just gonna chill out again with this game again. You know how it is. Gotta clean a private jet. Blake Thrust at the Blake Private Airport. Perfect timing. As you can see, I've encountered a few issues with my private jet. That's what comes from flying too close to the sun, or in this case, a volcano, and the ocean. After your application and discretion with my excavation drill, I know you're exactly who I want on the job. As you'll discover, my jet is not without its idiosyncrasies. I trust you to be your usual discreet self in return for an excellent rate. Alright. Whatever you say, man. How y'all doing? I like how Quinn said that she was here in time to exclamation mark Shiv and then didn't do it. I heard a weird squeaky noise. Oh, it's birds. Okay, there's birds. Hell yeah. No, I didn't make it. I thought I made it. There we go. Alright, let's get a look at this plane. Birds are going wild out there. How you doing today, Arby? Oh, that's loud on my end. I think I've already adjusted the volume for this game like twice. So I think the volume should be good for y'all, but for me that was loud. You beat the game that's Power Wash Sim for babies. I'm so sorry. Maybe you should play it again. So this guy's definitely building like a secret evil lair, right? He flew over a volcano. He's got a laser on his plane. I'm going to see It's Such a Beautiful Day. I don't know if I know what that is. There we go. It's such a beautiful day. Oh! Oh, Don Hertzfeldt. Are they like re-releasing that in a theater? I thought that name sounded familiar. I have seen this, I'm pretty sure. I do love Don Hertzfeldt. Oh, that's so cool. I hope you have fun with that, Arby. I'm a little funny jealous. Laser clean. There we go. All right. May or may not be attending your city's pride event. Going by yourself. You haven't really decided yet. Ah. That's cool. I haven't gone to a pride event since I moved to Seattle. Like, on the one hand, I'm sure Seattle Pride is fun, but it also sounds very, probably, like, super corporate and loud and, you know. Like, the Pride events in Boise were getting to be a little bit much for me. The last time I went to a Pride event, some people just, like, made their own Pride that had no corporations or cops present. Just kind of did it in a park. And that was a lot of fun. Just a bunch of people chilling in the park together. There were paddle boats there, and I rode a paddle boat with a stranger. And it was a good time. It's giving revolution. That is cringe. That is cringe and some city slicker shit. I don't know. I feel weird that I live in such like a big LGBT area culturally, and I just have like never gone to any of the Pride events here. Feel very similar. Yeah, because you're in San Francisco area, right? Like Bay Area? San Diego. Gotcha. I definitely had that correct in the back of my head somewhere, but not up front where it mattered. I mean, I gotta be honest. And again, I'm tired and grumpy and prickly today, so I might be exaggerating a little, but like I can't say that living in a super queer area has allegedly super queer area has made me feel any safer about being out in public. So, you know, a lot of pride stuff going on at work. That's cool. When is Cable 2 Pride? That's what I want to know. There's a rainbow in the logo always. Exactly. Desperately forcing myself not to self-identify myself with slurs right now because you're not supposed to say slurs on Twitch even if you're self-describing as a goof. Never stopped you. Fair enough. Also, for the record, this weird circle on the bottom of the swing is an anti-gravity booster, apparently. So, you know, this weird guy and his weird plane. Yeah, I said I was going to be prickly and rude about something earlier, and I kind of forgot what it was already. Oh, it was about not feeling good about being out in public, even in an area that's allegedly super accepting. People look at me funny when I walk around with a goddamn walker. You think they're not going to be weird about me running around in a fucking dress? And maybe that's a good thing. Maybe it's still a good thing to run around in a dress. But, God, I'm not that brave. I don't want people to look at me funny in public. Knew that was anti-grav just by looking at it? Yeah. You know, I'm not a plane person. I don't really know much about things that aren't trains and whatnot. I imagine you're keen to learn some of the specifications of the jet. If you want to tell me. I'm more into trains and trucks and cars. Like, planes are the part of the planes, trains, and automobiles situation that I don't know a lot about. As it's you, I'll divulge. Okay. Thanks, man. I should probably worry about getting the top side before I worry about cleaning up tiny bits of nothing on the bottom. The divulger. You're off your meds? I'm sorry. That's always miserable. Static wick. Trying to think if I've done anything particularly interesting this week, and the answer is no, not really. The washer. The dude said he'd divulged and then stopped texting. Is he info dumping? I spaced out. No, yeah, okay. Oh, like he's info dumping, like he's taking a long time to type the message because he's about to info dump. I see, I see, I see. Yeah, several paragraphs of text before he sends it. Yeah. He's pulling a classic thing I like to call the Shiv maneuver, where you say you're going to info dump to someone and then you forget to text them for the next 4 hours. You get slightly distracted and then just forget to talk to them ever again for the rest of your life. What am I missing on the wiring here? There we go. Oh, Jet Blast. The Blaster. That's today's joke. Today's joke is the Squirter and variants upon. Come here. There we go. Wait, I'm sorry. Okay, I gotta look at something. Really? You could do that? That seems dangerous. Although this jet looks superficially like any other, it's far from it. Okay, so he did the me maneuver. He was not, in fact, typing paragraphs. Its fuselage is made from a graphene matrix that is lighter than air but stronger than steel. Lighter than air? This plane wouldn't be on the ground if that were the case. I guess it is only the fuselage. Not only can it reach speeds of over 888 miles per hour, but is also technically the world's largest pencil. That's a good joke. That's a really good joke, actually. There we go. Woke up hours too early but get to catch Long Haul live. Yay! I mean, I'm sorry that you woke up earlier than you intended, but I like to see you. It's fun to see you. My funny friend Millennium Cyborg. Well, that's not working as well as I'd hoped it would. God. Born too late to explore the Earth, born too early to explore space, born right on time to watch the Long Haul live on cable 2. Now, I'm not going to criticize your flying skills, sir, the owner of this plane. But you did say you were flying over a volcano. Why did you have the doors of the landing gear open while you were doing that? Far be it from me to criticize a pilot, but it just seems like you shouldn't have had those open there since you weren't, landing there. Why is your landing gear so dirty? What were you trying to accomplish? Video game? There we go. I don't have a ton of interesting things to say today, I gotta be honest. I've just kind of got Bowman music stuck in my head now. I'm thinking about the song Sabotage by Michael Guy Bowman from the album Ulterior Motives. What is my favorite breakfast? I like a good breakfast burrito. Um, I also like a bad breakfast burrito. um, like when I'm at home and I want to make myself a breakfast instead of just like eating some raisin bran or whatever. Um, I do also like oatmeal and like simple cereals like bran flakes and stuff quite a bit. Um, but like if I want to make myself a nice little breakfast for myself, I'll make 4 eggs. I'll scramble 4 eggs and I'll put them in tortillas, and like even just a really basic one like that is a very good breakfast burrito for me. I think that makes a wonderful brekkies. But you know, I like a better burrito than that as well, obviously. Like that's kind of a super simple thing with no meat or anything. There we go. That antenna's good? Okay, guess it is. Um, Simply epic burrito time, exactly. But like my guilty pleasure breakfast. Say Dirt Finder, if you can discreetly find your way over to the mansion as soon as is humanly possible, I'd sure appreciate it. Sure, man. The laser gun situated under the fuselage creates a state-of-the-art crystal and uses a state-of-the-art crystal compound to create an energy feedback loop that instantly plasmatizes the air. Wow. Then it's not a laser, is it? It's not a laser gun, it's a plasma gun. Consequently, its beam reaches upwards of 3 million degrees Fahrenheit on a hot day. Wow. My like guilty pleasure breakfast though, yeah, is I'll get like 3 to 5 McDonald's breakfast burritos. Which are terrible. They're awful. They're really bad breakfast burritos. They're not good food. They taste fucking incredible. Like they're bad. They're not good food, but like something about a super cheap garbage breakfast burrito from a shitty burger joint just like really hits the spot sometimes, you know? You like a full English breakfast as a treat, never make it yourself. Fair enough. I can't say I've ever had a full English breakfast. Because that's going to be like what? Baked beans, ham? Is ham right? God, you know, I've seen it. I've seen a full English breakfast, but I can't remember what goes in it. It sounds tasty. It sounds like a nice full breakfast. Beans, toast, ham, I think. Probably eggs of some kind. If you have to make breakfast, it's toast and maybe an egg. That's fair. I like I do like a fried egg on toast. Actually, I like a fried egg on just about any kind of thing with bread, to be honest. Um, Fried eggs on toast on their own are good. I like to make like a turkey sandwich. A turkey sandwich with on like wheat toast with some nice tasty uh like American cheese, maybe a little red onion if I have it. Um you know, lettuce if I have it too, but I very rarely actually have lettuce on hand. And Excuse me. I've got a sniffly nose. Mayo and a little bit of ketchup and a fried egg on top of the American cheese. Because here's the thing, if you want a nice melted cheese on a sandwich, you should be using American. I know people don't like American cheese. I know, haha, it's fake cheese, it's plastic. American cheese rules, and you're weak if you don't like it. I'm kidding. That was mean. That was a mean thing to say. I really like American cheese. I think it tastes nice, and I think it's especially nice if you're putting it on something hot where the cheese is going to get melty. I think it's really, really nice on that kind of thing. A Kraft single is perfect. I agree. Arby gets me. Arby understands my misplaced love for a McDonald's breakfast burrito. Okay. I think that's all the bits and bobs over here. Cool. Like being a little snobby about cheese, but only an ignoramus would deny the utility of a Kraft single. Ooh. Kraft single with liver... Wait. Oh, big chunk of sourdough layered with Kraft singles and liverwurst? Huh. I can't say I've ever put Kraft singles and liverwurst together. I'm imagining the flavor, and it sounds pretty nice. I used to have a lot of liverwurst when I was a kid, because my mom's from Germany. So we'd, get that a lot from, like, the German deli. The German deli in town in America. Sometimes we'd get it when we were in Germany, obviously, as well, but we weren't in Germany all that often. Once a year for a few years. Like sharp cheddar for breakfast, Havarti for lunch, and provolone for dinner. You are Caucasian. You're Caucasian and Arby is Arby. This makes sense to me. Lately, I've been getting back into egg salad sandwiches. That's something that's been going on with me lately. I love an egg salad sandwich. That's like the whitest thing that I've ever said in my life. Just the sentence, lately I've been getting back into egg salad sandwiches is the single whitest thing that anyone has ever said. Old Starbucks egg salad sandwiches. Can't say I've ever had them. I've never been much of a Starbucks head. Not huge into egg salad. You fuck with chicken salad? I've never had homemade chicken salad. I'm sure it's really good. The only chicken salad I've ever had is like the Panera chicken salad, which is pretty dang good. I'm sure a homemade would be way better. Napa almond chicken salad sandwich is your go-to at Panera? Hell yeah. It's a good sandwich. If I'm going to Panera, I'll generally get the Chipotle chicken avocado melt, I think it's called. I don't go to Panera much anymore. I used to a lot because when I worked at Best Buy, we shared a parking lot with a Panera. So it was just the easiest place to go grab something to eat if I was hungry. On my lunch break or whatever. Curry chicken salad. That sounds nice. Panera bread chunks make me go wild. Obviously, going that fast through the air generates a lot of heat. Sure does. Once landed, it's possible to cook a beef bourguignon on its wings in less than 3 minutes. Sorry, isn't a beef bourguignon like a slow cook meal? Yeah, it's a stew. You can't cook a stew in 3 minutes. I don't care how hot your plane is. It's gonna be a bad stew. Got a mini George Foreman grill maybe a month or two ago, and you cook everything on it now. Neat. I like to cook things on cast iron. The problem is that one of my cast iron pans is really bad. And, like, no matter what I do, I can't get it to season properly. And my other one is, like, a good quality, like, Lodge cast iron pan. But, that one is so big that it's really inconvenient to cook anything in. Unless I'm cooking a lot of food. Love to put things between and smash to cook. It's convenient. It's nice. I've used a George Foreman grill a little bit. Not a whole ton, but a little. I was about to describe some like nasty shit that an old roommate of mine did. I'm not going to do that actually. Unless people really want to hear something just kind of gross about a George Foreman grill. There we go. Videos of people evangelizing about cooking on stainless steel pans. I mean, I don't mind. Like, cooking on a stainless steel pan's pretty good. I don't know what there is to evangelize about. Like, I much prefer cooking on stainless steel to cooking on nonstick, for sure. Okay. Wow, I've missed like a lot that I thought I hadn't missed at all. You refuse to cook on anything other than microplastic. I see. How's that working out for your body? Does your body enjoy that? What am I missing on this fuselage? My least favorite part of this game is the hunt for the tiny spot that you missed thing. Oh, you know what? I was looking at the cockpit, not the fuselage. I'm pretty sure the cockpit is part of the fuselage in real life. Or maybe I'm simply big dummy. This is also possible, and I acknowledge that. Why am I wearing, like, yellow gloves? Don't I have, like, fun clothes? Where do you go to equip stuff? Yeah, I've got some, like, fun gloves and stuff. Why am I not wearing those? How do I wear those? Oh, clothing. There we go. Oh, there's a big spot on the fuselage I missed. Yay! That'll do it. Okay. Now the next big thing is the tail, and then we'll have to stumble around looking for small things. I think my body enjoys when you cook instead of eating frozen pizza or not eating. So anything that makes cooking less complicated is a net positive? Hell yeah. Whatever works. I mean, whatever, like... I'm definitely not going to say that people need to get into the kitchen to eat well or whatever, but, like, it is certainly nice and helpful. It makes me feel better when I'm cooking regularly, which isn't always easy. In fact, it's mostly not easy, but I think it helps a lot with general mood and stuff. for me. Like, I don't know if it's like a quality of food thing where it's just like I'm eating better food and therefore feel better, or if it's like the fact that I'm doing something active kind of thing, you know? I wish to live in the Yuri manga. She loves to cook and she loves to eat. You have not read it. Do not like to cook. Ah. I also love to eat, and I can enjoy cooking if I'm in the right headspace, but generally I find it very difficult to enjoy cooking. I wish I had the kind of autism that people who really like Dungeon Meshi have. Well, I also really like Dungeon Meshi. The kind of autism that people who really like Dungeon Meshi and like Senshi pops up in their head and tells them that they need to eat real food, or like just like looks sad at them because they're eating something shitty. I need that kind of autism. What store do I gotta go to get that? Love it when eat happens? Hell yeah, me too. Okay. There's that. Fuselage wiring and tail scoops. I don't think I know what a tail scoop is. Ah, there we go. Wah. There we go. Which part of the fuselage wiring is still not done? Oh, it's the one on this side. I think I remember not finishing it. Yeah, okay. Yay! I cook most of my meals thanks to HelloFresh, not sponsored. Hell yeah. I'm glad HelloFresh helps some people. Another exemplary example of power washing. I admit I was skeptical of your prospects of cleaning stains created at such high temperatures, but once again, you've exceeded my expectations, so I'm exceeding yours. Feel free to use this hanger for any larger odd jobs you may pick up in the future. Look at that time lapse one more time. Nice. Clean the Frolic boat. Mayor Jeff Jefferson the 13th. Dirt Finder, are you as mesmerized by the principle of Archimedes as I am? There's barely a day goes by when I don't undertake some kind of minor water displacement experiment. Today, I'm seeing what happens when I pack all my worldly goods onto my frolic boat and take it for a trip downriver someplace. I've granted you full access to my property to assist the clean, which will be rescinded following the removal of the final fleck. I'd appreciate if it were kept between ourselves. I don't want anyone to get the ridiculous idea that I'm skipping town. I see. Now here's my question. Is he the 13th Jeff Jefferson or the 13th Mayor Jeff Jefferson? There's some food for thought. Sorry, I got caught up looking at a message I got real quick there. Yeah, Hey, it's Harper. What on earth's going on in Buckingham? I don't know. I just work here, man. Just read a piece in Real News Now. The town with no cats. Is there really not a single cat left? I mean, there's this cat that's on the figurehead of this ship. That's a cat, right? Started a new job. Millennium Cyborg the Third. That would be so ominous. Well, now I want to meet Millennium Cyborg the Third. I want to see what they're up to. Anyway, I'm glad that things like HelloFresh exist and that they work for some people, but to me those services just seem so expensive. Like, it's already out of reach to me because I don't have any income, right? But like, it seems like it would still be out of reach to me even if I had income, just in terms of how much it seems to cost. Like, some of my housemates get those Factor 75 meals, and those things seem so expensive. And it's just like a microwave dinner. I don't get it. Lord Foog Ford voice Millennium Cyborg the Ford. Tried a meal delivery thing once and it was good. I don't think you could use it to accomplish your goals. You're trying to live deliciously. I see. Also read in the Daily Opinion that the mayor's water pipeline is just the tip of the iceberg. It's what he's doing with all that water that's the dodgy bit. Very focused on healthy. Find distasteful in multiple senses of the word. Yeah, that's fair. Like, that really is kind of the new health and diet trend, huh? Like, it's here's a meal kit service so that you don't have to cook your own food. We'll make sure it's healthy for you. Or, like, you don't have to come up with your own meals. We'll make sure that what you're eating is healthy for you. And then also, here's uh an injection that makes you get less hungry, I guess. That's the other big diet fad right now. I mean, it's better than getting your stomach stapled or whatever, but like, Jesus. I don't want an injection that makes me less hungry. I already struggle to eat as it is. Stash HelloFresh recipes and buy the ingredients yourself, but yeah. There we go. Like meds, you're on them for eating issues, but yeah. Yeah, I'm not necessarily talking about like those kinds of things where they're used with like actual medical purpose, but it's like my understanding is it's the kind of thing that you just kind of go in and you can just ask any doctor for without talking to nutritionists or anyone who's a professional in this stuff, aside from the people who are trying to sell you an injection that makes you get less hungry. Which, like, to be clear, this has always been a thing. This is just diet culture. It's not just, it's not anything specific to this, like, particular drug or whatever. Honestly, the thing... So I used to eat, like content warning for eating disorder, I guess, but I used to eat, like, one meal every 2 days. Roughly. Um... And frankly, the thing that really helped me with that was, like, falling in love with someone who just would regularly demand that I eat at least one meal a day. Like, that has been the solution to my eating disorder for me, is just someone who just forces me to eat once a day. Rumor has it he's funneling the water to some billionaire guy for an illicit mining rig. We're learning a lot. Can't be true, can it? Is related to the missing cats? Man, I'm helping terrible people with this business. Like, this mayor is shady as hell. That rich guy is building an underground volcano lair. That is very funny because I think they generally function a lot differently than most expect. Is that so? I've only heard like the sales pitch for it. I don't actually know what the drug does. The one that I'm thinking of. Like I don't know what the real effects are. I only know what the people trying to sell it to you say. I think more people should build volcano layers. Yeah, but this guy's a billionaire, so... I don't think volcano layers should go to billionaires. Okay, I have a I have a new pitch for a video game. It's Power Wash Simulator, but it's a survival horror game. And part of the survival aspect is that you have to clean things while avoiding monsters and stuff, but you can spray the monsters with water to make them kind of clear out for a while, but you have a limited amount of water with which to complete the job. Because, like, you know, as it stands, I can just spend as much time as I want, and as much water as I want getting this stuff all done. But what if there was an evil monster trying to eat me to stop me from cleaning the dirt and goop off of the place they live? You know, when I started saying it that way, now I agree that this should be a thing less with myself, because it just sounds like I'm doing like imperialism to these monsters who are just trying to live their lives. The worst thing is that it only starts happening once I finally split town. Although, hey, mustn't grumble that... Oh, whoops. I missed the line. There you are. Although, hey, mustn't grumble. The desert dig I'm working on is amazing. You should come visit. Maybe I will. There we go. Can't believe E3 is today. E3 is today? I didn't even know E3 still existed. I didn't know they were doing one of those this year. I don't pay as much attention to game news as I used to, honestly. Just in general, like, I used to care a lot, and I just kind of don't anymore. Maybe that's the, like, not having any money for several years now talking. You know? E3 is dead. Summer Games Fest is just the one event. Yeah, I thought E3 was dead. There we go. I think that's all the stuff over here for the most part. They have a floor event for journos. Huh. Okay, so it's back to being classic E3 instead of E3 the convention. That's basically what Summer Games Fest is. It's old E3, where it was just all journalists wandering around. I feel like E3 was basically killed by Nintendo deciding that they no longer wanted to pay E3 money to be on their floor, right? Like, that's pretty much what happened. They did Nintendo Directs, and then the other companies started realizing that they just can stream their own shit instead of paying tons and tons of money to put their shit at a giant convention. So attendance started to wane, and then, everything kind of flowed out from there. That's what I assume based on the things I know. Nintendo left and Sony left and COVID put the nail in. Gotcha. And Summer Games Fest is one of Jeff Keighley's projects, right? By the way, Dirt Finder, you may find a few people asking questions over the coming days, months, and years. All right, man. Just tell them that you don't know where I went, only that I went by car. Yeah, it's a Jeff joint. Okay. I want to play the. Let's do. Cool indie games on my backlog. Feel like AAA games are just so bland and usually too long. Not entirely convinced AAA is a real category of game anymore. Yeah, it's kind of like... It kind of is and isn't. Like, at this point, I feel like if you're referring to a game as AAA, it's generally like a derisive thing about how it has microtransactions and shit, as opposed to an actual category of, like, not necessarily quality, but budget. Like, a AAA budget is a thing, but, like, AAA budget doesn't mean anything anymore. The recent game I can think there's definitely AAA is like God of War Ragnarok and FF7R. Yeah, I mean, those are both fair examples, I'd say. There we go. Um, yeah, I'm trying to like think about what I know about the video game world right now, and it's mostly just like, hey, here's like some shitty horror games, some shitty multiplayer horror games to cash in on the what's it called, the like multiplayer horror craze that ended fucking 3 years ago. Like, honestly, the only game with like a reasonably large budget that I want to pay money for at all right now is the next Guild Wars 2 expansion. Because I love Guild Wars 2. Even the Ubisofts of the world are making smaller scale games now, like how the newest Assassin's Creed is supposed to be a return to form. Almost as are they doing another Guild Wars 2 expansion already? Yes. Were you going to ask that before or after I brought up Guild Wars 2? Door frames, deck walls, poles. Not that door frame. Ah, there we are. That deck wall and this pole. There we go. Any chance you can clean the town's monster truck? Some prize donuts have poured concrete over it. Oh, some prize donuts. Okay. Donuts like... Yeah. after. Gonna ask as if I'm not in the hype cycle for 14 Dawn Trail. Yeah, so Guild Wars 2 switched to a yearly dev cycle for expansion packs, and they're making the expansions significantly cheaper. Yeah, what Cora's saying right now. So, like, the expansions are now coming out for $25 a piece when they used to be, I think 40 or 50. They're only coming out, or they're coming out once every year. And they are coming out like kind of in chunks. So like the way that Final Fantasy does it is you like buy your big expansion, and then you get all your between expansions content. And the way that Guild Wars seems to be handling it now is they're just releasing a... Where's the gnome? I'm not seeing a gnome anywhere. They're releasing a good chunk of the expansion, and then like every 3 months after that releasing another major update to it that adds more story stuff, kind of similar to how Final Fantasy handles it, honestly, but without the subscription fee. Whereas what they used to do is just, yeah, like big expansion, and then between expansions content would come out a little bit at a time. And so far I think it's worked pretty well. I think the first one had some issues, was a little bit shaky, just as far as, you know, getting used to the structure, but I think they've got it more on lock now. So I'm excited for Janthier Wilds. Oh, there's 2 gnomes. 3? No, wait. 5. This game doesn't have any kind of zoom. I can't like look closer at them. But yeah, there's 3 gnomes there, 1 there, and 1 there. I think that's all of them. Too many gnomes. At some point, perhaps I'll revisit Guild Wars. Play Guild Wars with me. I've been playing a lot of Guild Wars 2 lately. Play Guild Wars with me. It's fun. I don't really do a lot of group content, honestly. Like, I kind of just hang out, do my dailies, and do whatever seems fun that day. But I would probably think about doing more group content if I had more groups to play with. Anyway, very, very close to playing with the last time we had this conversation. Do it. Do it. Another top job, Dirt Finder. Much obliged. Hopefully there's still enough water left in the river to ride this out of town. Oh, nearly forgot. Should that cursed, ungrateful cat show its face at any point, it's yours. I wash my hands of the thing. And I remember what my mama and grandmama before her said. If you can't say anything nice about the mayor, don't say anything at all. Farewell, JJXII. I started reading it as letters instead of a number, so I had to finish it that way. Last big expansion that hit sometime around Endwalker was supposed to be kind of a fresh start, the way Dawn Trail is positioned to be. Neither of the Guild Wars 2 aspects I have stuck with me. Yeah, Secrets of the Obscure, it references stuff that happened previously, but it is kind of a fresh start, is the idea. Like, it's very like, we finished, excuse me. It's very like, we finished the Elder Dragon thing, which was, you know, the entire first like fucking 10 years of the game was the Elder Dragon story. It was all focused on the Elder Dragons. So that story cleared up, and now we've moved on to newer things. Oh, did End of Dragons come out around the same? Did Endwalker come out longer ago than I thought? Sorry. Endwalker. 2021. Wow. Okay, that is way earlier than I thought. In my head, Endwalker came out like pretty recently, like in the last like year or so, year or two. Huh. Yeah, End of Dragons was wrapping up the Elder Dragon story, as you might expect from the title. But Secrets of the Obscure was kind of a whole new, fresh start kind of deal. So, yeah, I like it. I thought it was pretty good. I think it could have used one more map instead of just 3 total maps. Uh, but I think it's good. I like it. Anyway, I'm. Do we want to? Yeah, let's go ahead and do the monster truck. So, the search for Ulysses the cat has finally been called off, though not before we'd chased every wild goose out there. Even old Frida in the lighthouse claimed she saw him in the distance, speeding across the rocks faster than any animal she'd ever seen, though when I pressed her and asked if he had wheels, she looked down at her feet and nodded. Anyway, we were driving back to base when a group of miners, furious at not being paid by the mayor, blocked the road and symbolically poured a load of concrete over the monster truck. How that solves their problems is anyone's guess, but it sure gives you one heck of a job to do. Fair enough. This game's story is insane. The fact that this game has a story at all is insane, which I've said plenty of times, but... Water for me. Do you want to hear some of the crazy theories about the missing cats that we heard out on the streets? Sure. Tell me about them, Sarah. Oh, it's time for y'all's obligatory what my health has been like update because I haven't said it in Cable 2 chat or anything yet. So a while ago, I was told that my MRI came back pretty good and that I'm probably good. I talked to an actual doctor about it, like directly face to face about it, the other day, and I have been officially told that I do not have cancer and I don't have to do any more MRIs. Brain cancer, at least. It's possible I have other kinds of cancer, but I'm officially cleared for brain cancer, which means I can go back to smoking brain cigarettes or whatever. That's the only way you get brain cancer. You smoke brain cigarettes. Same with lungs. You smoke lung cigarettes for those. So that's your periodic health update for me. I'm no longer worried about dying. ASMR YouTube would be brain cigarettes. Is ASMR YouTube bad for you, though? I feel like to be a cigarette, it has to be bad for you. Why does this monster truck look like it's made out of paper mache? There we go. I am full glad my friend Shiv doesn't have brain cancer. Yay. ASMR YouTube is dubious mush. Fair enough. I'm told that some of it is very nice. ASMR videos are not my thing. Like, you know, I joke a lot about like, haha, I don't cringe. I am a cringe. I am the one who cringe or whatever. Like, I joke about that stuff a lot, but like, genuinely, if there is one thing in this world that makes me actually cringe, it's ASMR YouTube. Like, for some reason, just whenever I try to pull up an ASMR video, my brain just like screams at me. It says, turn this off right now. This is awful. I don't want to be anywhere near this. I don't want to say that they're like creepy. It's just like, for some reason, my brain, even though I get the ASMR reaction, like I get the thing that they are trying to... Oh, Gnome Watch. Where are they coming from? Huh. Thrust Industries. Okay. Some folks think a shady organization is sacrificing the cats to the volcano to prevent an imminent eruption. I see. I think there's an effect some people get where it's meant to be the relaxing trigger the opposite response. Interesting. Apparently, all fingers are currently pointed at Marvin from the Old Boys Club. Anyway, sorry, I lost track of what I was saying there. Like, I get the like physical... The physical reaction that people describe when they're talking about ASMR, I think I do get that. Like, I know what they're talking about. I understand what they're talking about when they say that. But I tend to get it from, like, oh, that line in this song hit really well for me, or, like this, like, last page of a book, like, had, like, the final line that, like, hit real hard or whatever. And, like, that's when I get what I would assume is the ASMR reaction. I guess I don't know, because I don't get it from the things that people talk about getting ASMR reactions from, you know? You can generate and... Oh, interesting. I can't do that. Can be triggered by a lot of different sensory inputs, including like tactile stuff even. Gotcha. Yeah, so like, I get it from things, and I love the feeling. It's a nice feeling to me. But it has to like be the right thing, and the right thing for me has never been like, you know, the gentle sounds and like the whatever else, the whispering and like the like, I don't know, head scratching, like that's one of them, right? One of the big things. The kid, I would always get squirmy whenever an electric hair trimmer got near me. Oh no. The vegan community suspects that they're the secret ingredient of the Muckin hamburger, but there's been a statement from Ella herself denying it, telling them to stick their celery where the sun don't shine. Ella claims that her burger's unique flavor is due to its extraordinarily high salt content. ASMR YouTube is kind of detached from the response to be its own thing. I would believe that. Again, I don't I don't watch this stuff because my brain reacts to it like it reacts, like I think it's supposed to react to like fucking horrible violence or whatever, you know? Like my brain reacts to ASMR the way that most people's brains react to body horror, I feel like. Just an immediate need to get away from it. So I wouldn't know. The unwanted intimacy. I see. Tingling sensation in the back of your neck. Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, so I do get that. Most common auditory triggers that work for the greatest number of people. Mm-hmm. That makes sense. That seems like a way to do it. Certainly the way to appeal to the most people. Well, this has been enlightening. Mic quality and mixing and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. I wish I was better at audio stuff. Like, I have no idea what I'm doing. I just get a mic that has good reviews when I need a new one. And I do my best. Is this the number of the power washer? Any chance that we can get you back down to the carnival? Our Ferris wheel is getting super spicy. Everyone at Roddy's Biker Shack thinks all cats are aliens, that they've gone on some kind of recon mission to Earth, and that they finally got all their intel and have gone home to report. These sound like well-adjusted people. Apparently we should expect an invasion of extraterrestrial super cats in a couple of months. Audio is so hard. I feel like you never get your audio setup correct. Yeah. You only understand small parts of image stuff. Here's my problem. I don't understand anything. I just like to write and make jokes and stuff. none of my like creative stuff is like overly tangible. I guess. I don't know. Like, there are tangible skills you can learn from dare ye not undervalue writing as a skill. I'm not undervaluing it. Writing's important and I'm good at it. I am a good writer. Just like I feel like being good at writing is a lot less applicable to most of what I want to do artistically as, you know, visuals or audio or whatnot. The writing is like the easy part for me. I don't understand it. I've never understood the other stuff super well. And I'd like to, but I don't know what there is to be done for it. you know? Like, I've tried and I just can't get my head around it, so. The writing is the easy part. That is in fact words that I said. Also, in fairness, I think calling writing the easy part is probably a little disingenuous because I have so much trouble getting myself to write lately. Unless I'm like actively writing something with someone else. Which is a little bit of a problem. Writing solo has always been like my thing. But I do also love writing with other people, so it gives me more excuses to find space to write with other people. There we go. Trying to learn how to do after being afraid for many years and think it's so cool. I mean, honestly, if any Cable 2 folks ever want to write something together, I'm down to try. As long as we can find something that like I have enough interest in writing that my brain is willing to like latch onto it. I would love to make an attempt. Biggest thing I harp on as creative is that calls the easy part is not in fact easy for everyone, and it's okay and good to own that you have talent. Yeah, I definitely do have talent. I just wish I had more talent for certain other skills. That's all I'm really getting at, you know? I don't want it to sound like I'm saying I don't have talent in the things that I have talent in, because I do. I love writing and I'm pretty good at it. Skills, but they're hard to apply to like employment. Yeah, exactly. For a while, like one thing that I was thinking about for a while was getting into technical writing. Back in the day, I was like, maybe I should try to go to school and get like a degree for doing technical writing. But the problem with technical writing is that it's fucking boring. Like, that's like the one place where you could probably get work pretty regularly doing writing stuff that doesn't involve just like, you know, being your own marketing hype machine the way that being a writer now does if you're like an author. It's like the one way that you don't have to do that, and like it's probably somewhat easy to get work in it, but it's like it's both boring and kind of frustrating. To try to do technical writing. Which, like, if people don't know what that means, that's like the person who writes the instruction manual for a product that you buy is a technical writer. My own theory. Tell me about it, Sarah. Cats go wherever dinner's best. That's true, actually. Someone somewhere, probably out in the sticks, has some real nice tuna steaks, and they've been all holding up there for a while. So fucking true, actually. They'll be home soon enough. I hope so. Modern civilization rests on the shoulders of technical writers. Yeah. I wonder how badly the technical writing community is being hit by the AI thing. There we go. Use ChatGPT to generate documentation for their Minecraft mod, and I was like, but that's the easy part. Slowly learning how funny it is to see little learned stuff pop up in places with work. Oh? I don't think I follow your meaning. Like when you learn something new and then you suddenly start seeing it everywhere? Or noticing it everywhere because you learned it, at least. You're supposed to be in sleep mode. Go bed. Go bed, Quinn. Simply with a lot of work to using skills that originated doing silly things. Oh, I see, I see. That's cool. Have a good night, Quinn. It was nice seeing you. Always love seeing you on the long haul, and in general. We should chat more. Also, '07. A funny little salute. I can't even, like, see the things that are apparently dirty. I just have to, like, hammer on the show me the dirt button because I can't see the dirt anywhere. There we go. Okay. We're doing it. We're doing it. We're getting there. Great. No, tire is still not clean. This whole thing is really inconvenient to clean. Yeah, I have no idea what I'm missing at this point. Okay. Okay. There's that. And complete, please. There we go. All right. And hey, it's exactly 11 o'clock or 1 a.m. cable time. Are there gnomes here? Is there? Yes, there is. Hello, gnome. Game won't let me pick it up. There we go. The keeper of the locker. Well, now he's the friend of the kitty. There we go. Cat friend. It wasn't letting me put it down for some reason. Big stretch. Truck looks magnificent. Great job, Doc, and just in the nick of time. We've just had a fresh sighting from Dredge Deep. Watch that one more time. All right, so I'm gonna call it a night, I guess. I feel like I should have more to say, but I just kind of don't. Get that extra long extension. And the short extension. And the turbo nozzle. I have money for it. Sure. Thanks for the stream. You're welcome. Thanks for showing up. I'm always happy that people want to watch me goof around. This has been nice. I'll talk to y'all later on. I'm so tired and achy today. I need to figure something out. Have a good night. Bye. Friend. Oh, wait, I forgot to say, I gotta say the thing. Friends, enemies, past romantic partners, and future nemesis. This has been the Long Haul. It's a celebration of simulation. Bye. Talk to you later. What do I say at the end? Do I say something after the... Whatever. Bye.
On the way back home, take away my blues. When I'm all alone, flicker of your smile in the evening air, through the highway miles. Forces acting on a point, every pivot of the joint. Feel the friction when it starts, the mechanism of the heart. What you see in all your dreams, replicated by machines. This is what you really are, the mechanism of the heart. With the turning of the hands, see the universe expand. They're the dancers in the dark, the mechanism of the heart. Pull the cables in the ground, every wire full of sound. This is ripping me apart, the mechanism of the heart. Little pieces, wind up and we wear them out. Heavy metal, heaven knows what you're holding down. Now we're shifting into gear as we burn away the years. You will finish what you start, the mechanism of the heart. 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 Little pieces, wind up and we wear them out. Heavy metal, heaven knows what you're holding down.